Welcome back to Interpop Podcast with a little music update in April.
Yay!
Mostly music update this week.
Mostly.
Mostly.
Pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much.
95%.
Except for one small mention. Yeah.
One small. Cause
April showers of music.
April
what we're reading
showers of
today.
music.
Yes.
Yeah. That was an excellent way to phrase it. Then we'll have
'Cause
some May
there's just-
flowers.
There's just so much coming out this month.
So much coming out, and this is just an update for now, but it's really not even everything
even
that we'll have
scratched
to
the
talk about
surface.
lately.
Yeah.
No. But we are back into the music world for this week, because you guys know we do love our music. And some stuff came out that we had to talk about. So good. Which
Mostly
we had to
K-pop.
bring a little bit of
What?
mostly K-pop. Well, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we had to bring it to you guys because, well, we're back on our positive music talk.
Yes. We're back to not bitching and moaning every week.
Enough of our critiques. Critiques with love, but enough of our critiques. This week we've got pretty much nothing but goodness for you guys. So strap in, because if you enjoy some music, especially Korean music, I think you're going to be having a good time this week.
Absolutely.
Which,
Except I do
what's
have
our-
some minor critiques on one. I will say.
well, that's fair. No,
But
that's
they're
fair.
minor this time. They're minor.
Minor.
It's like
It's
baby
minor.
critique.
Right.
Baby teak.
It's not the entirety of the commentary, right? So that's the difference.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's majority, but enough of said descriptions. I feel like maybe we jump right in today. But we're gonna backtrack just a little bit to, what was it, March when this came out? March?
Yeah, March. I couldn't tell you the date. My brain wants to
I
say
don't know the date.
15th, but I feel like that wasn't it.
Maybe I should have written that down somewhere. Maybe I didn't pay attention to the date. I just recalled March.
Sometime in
saw.
March, my good folk.
Right. Sometime in March, we had a little comeback-y moment. I say comeback-y because I don't know that it was full comeback, but
It's just a
little,
sweet song for the fans.
little single.
Yes.
Yes. From the one and only B2B, which, for those of you who are unaware of how it's pronounced, that's the BTOB. It's B2B. For those of you who are unaware, like I was for a long time.
Some of the names trip me up so hard, and then other ones I get like immediately. I'm like, no, I see it, I understand.
The
B2B,
funny,
that was when I got though, just because saying B2B felt fun, and I was gonna stick with that one regardless of how it was actually said.
I love that. I think for the longest time, I had only saw it, and I never said it out loud, and I never heard it out loud, and so I always would just, like BTOB to like remind myself of what it was. And then one day I said it out loud, and I was like, wait a second. And then it all kind of came together in my head.
Then
it was
clicks.
like, it clicked, and it was literally, I stopped, and I was like, wait, that would make sense.
I swear, there's always one. There's always one.
There's always one. But you're right, some of the names are like super trippy, and some of them immediate. But it's always, you never can predict what it is. Anyways, had nothing to do with anything. We're talking about the little single that dropped by them in March with everybody. We Together.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful.
And they did.
Beautiful song. I was so happy. First of all, I was just happy to see them, right?
Sure. All together as one. All together as one.
But second of all, the song, the lyrics of the song were beautiful. The meaning was beautiful. The voices, mwah, chef's
The
kiss.
vocals, oh, so good, so good. And after a lot of music coming out that not sounded the same by any means, not that, but just that like didn't have just that. I don't know. B2B has just a very specific. I don't want to say like older K-pop vibe to it, but you know what I'm talking about. Like it has a very specific
Yeah, yeah.
feeling
And
to
I
it
think
when you
it's,
hear it.
yeah, yeah. It's a sound that I feel like, because I feel like you're kind of right on the money, honestly, with like the older sound. Because it's a sound that like it still exists today, right? But it's not as popular. There's like other
It's not as
sounds that are more
prevalent.
popular in K-pop. Yeah, prevalent. That's the
Yeah,
word. Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
And it's
that's
a
the better way
wonderful
to describe
sound,
it.
and it's one of my favorite. Every time a song sounds like that, I'm like, put it on my playlist. I love that. There's something about it a lot of times too, because the sound itself is so like, I feel like, and maybe this is just because of different songs that I've heard with that sound. I've heard a lot of them that are very moving. And I think that's what I like
Right,
about them so much. Not all of them are,
right.
but I've heard so
No.
many that are, that anytime I hear the sound, I'm immediately like, it's like a little exhale, a little sigh of just like, ah, my stress is melted away. And now I just feel happy. But that's a personal
Especially
bias,
with their vocals. I mean, when they
especially
hit
with the
that first
vocals.
note, when that first beautiful tone came in, oh, it was just good. It just really
Mm-hmm.
made you like you just had to stop and listen the first time. For me, anyways, like I
Mm-hmm.
just stopped
Every
everything.
time.
And I was like, oh,
I never
it's
skip it.
excellent. Never. No, yeah, yeah, yeah. It's become a no. I added it to my playlist immediately, and I have a playlist for my when I'm writing or doing that kind of thing, and I don't want music, but I want music, and it's just my
Right.
instrumental track, and so that version also got immediately added to my list because they also dropped the instrumental version, which is also top tier. I love an
Absolutely.
instrumental of a song,
I do too. Especially one that's so pretty.
especially when so pretty, and it was. I mean, I have no notes, zero notes. Give me more.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's my only.
That's the only
Yeah.
note. Give more. More
Give
please.
more. Yes. More, please. Please, us. Anyways, can't help the brain sometimes. But yeah, my only critique. But it was also actually maybe this is my only critique. It was also just sad though because I had no idea it came out. I didn't I didn't see it anywhere. I didn't see people talking about it. I didn't see and maybe I'm just in, my For You page was all over the place at the time, but I just saw nothing about it until I saw it on YouTube Music as like,
Yep.
yeah, and it was like, oh,
I got the
what?
notification on YouTube Music. That was the only reason I knew it came out. I didn't see any like, I never got notified or saw any like promos, and like it
Hmm.
just showed up on YouTube Music. I was like, and I got the notification that day, and I was like, oh wait, what? Nah, no way. Wait.
Which is
And then I was
good
happy.
though, because it's like, okay, you sometimes with the songs when they release them or do like little promos and stuff, and then it gets everywhere, and then by the time I get the song, I'm like, meh.
Yeah.
So on the other hand, it was kind of nice that it just appeared, and it was like a nice little surprise. It was like getting, a nice like snail mail, like just a package that you weren't expecting.
Yeah. Just a sudden little gift. And I
Yeah.
appreciate it. We all appreciate it.
It was appreciated. So yeah, guys, if you haven't listened to it, go listen to it. If you like B2B, if you don't like B2B, if you just like that sound, you're gonna enjoy it. Oh, Monster X
Monster
is next on
X.
the list. Took
Yeah.
me a second to get there. Yes, Monster X. That brings us to Monster X,
Monster X.
which I was excited about. I don't know about you. Like I said, I don't know if you listened to them before or not. I do
Yeah.
like them. I love
I
them.
really like their music, and I was looking forward to it. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I did not realize because I wasn't doing a lot of looking into it ahead of time. I was like, oh, okay, here's the date it's coming out. Bet I'm just gonna wait for it. And so I didn't know that it was gonna be a full English album, which this is their
Mm-hmm.
third one. So it wasn't
Right.
like surprising or anything. They've done it before. It's not, out of the norm for
Right.
them. And they do a good job with their English albums. So that was like a nice little surprise. And then I started listening to it, and I could not have been more thrilled about it, personally.
Right. It was good. It's about what I expected, and which isn't a bad thing. You know what I mean? It met my
Yeah.
expectations for Monsta X.
I have songs I prefer off the album. Overall, love the album. Like you said, I think it is pretty par for the course what I expected from them for an English album. Not super blown away, but loved, enjoyed. And that was how I felt about it. Like I had no critiques with it per se.
Nice.
I think Growing Pains was one I was more attached to that's come up more often that I don't skip when it comes up, like that's one I
Right.
just always let play. I think Glass Half Empty I tend to let play too when I hear it.
Mm.
And that one just sort of stuck. And I think Before You Met Me was one as well that stuck with me because that one might be one that if I was going to have the same sort of critique like what you had with Heal, it would be Before You Met Me because that's one like I love, love, love the message. I love the idea. I love what we have, but
Right.
if I wanted more from any of them, that's one I would want more from. That's one I'd want to tweak.
I got you. I got you. That is,
Yeah.
yeah. No, I had that same feeling. I was like, ah, ah. Ah. But it still sounded good.
Yeah,
That's
I
one
didn't
reason,
necessarily
like, I
have
didn't
that
dislike this
reaction.
album.
I don't necessarily have that reaction because I do like the song a lot.
Because it
I
is a
just
nice
would have
song.
wanted, yeah, if, like I said, if I was gonna ask for more, that's the one that I would want more from because I think that's the one I would have a connection to. Didn't, but that one and that emotion, if we were asking for more from something, that's the one for me.
I got you.
Yeah, but those were kind of my few. The rest of them are like added to my list, and like when they come up, if I'm in the mood, I'll let them play. Like if I need that, sort of palate cleanser, I don't have to pay much attention to it, and it's something that I know I'll like. This is good.
Right. Yeah.
But those three are kind of the ones that I do listen to when they pop up.
Cha.
So yes. So there's those. Moving on, swiftly onward,
Onward. Yes. To
onwards
the
and
next thing,
upwards. Yes.
which Tomorrow by Together was
Tomorrow by
next.
Together. Yes.
Yes.
One that I was also excited for because I do love Tomorrow by Together and listen to them and have for years now. And I do just love them both as people and as artists.
Yes.
They're a group I do actually follow and enjoy. How'd you feel about it?
I enjoyed it. I had being my critiques. I only had one, right? There were times where I felt like there, and I know it was just like stylistic in the music, but it felt like there was this distance between me and their vocals. I was like, no, close the gap, close it, get back here. Do you know what I mean? Like it felt
Yeah.
like when they were singing, it felt a little far awayish, and I was like, oh, I don't want that, but also I like how it sounds stylistically.
Yeah. I liked it though. But I
Yeah.
definitely get the critique. I will say, um, overall, on the whole, I liked it. I do have a couple of critiques, but they're more like overall critiques. Take Me to Nirvana though, not really a fan.
Mm.
Not a fan. I think it's great festival music. I think at a festival, in that mood, love, love, love. But
Right.
I don't really like festival music, and so
Yeah.
it didn't really hit for me. Not that it was bad. Do not get me wrong. I'm not saying that because it was good.
Right.
but it's not for me. And so for me,
Right.
it was like, I don't really have any attachment to it. Not the biggest of fans.
Because I liked as as a piece, as a whole, I
Mm-hmm.
liked it. I felt like it was written well. I felt like it was performed well. I like, I was like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, yes,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, absolutely. I haven't really listened to it much, but
Yeah.
just because, like you said, like it's not really my style per se. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's not music I would typically listen to.
I will say for Tomorrow by Together, who I do listen to them and all of their stuff really, and for the most part, solidly like most of their music.
Mm-hmm.
This is one I think I only added a few of them to my like rotation, and overall, as
Mm,
a whole, it was good. It was well done. Performance was there, like stylistic choices were there, all of the things.
right.
But some of them just weren't for me. They were still good, don't get
Yeah.
me wrong, but it was just not for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can
Right.
fully admit and recognize when something is done well and is still just not for me. And that's how I felt about a handful of these. Like, Take Me to Nirvana and So What too. It was good.
Right.
It just felt for me kind of repetitive, and so I was like, not quite for me, but it's
I
good. You
think
know what I'm saying?
right, exactly, exactly. And I think 21st Century Romance, I enjoyed that one,
Mm,
but it got to a point where like it felt like it was kind of gradually moving into something, and then it like stopped
hmm.
moving. And then I was like, "Oh, but are you going to
It's thought
keep
out slightly.
crescendo like please?" And it felt like it stalled out, and I was like, "See, now that just left me wanting more."
That was really my only critique with 21st Century. I wanted
Yeah.
more. I wanted more.
Yeah.
I think if it had been longer, I wouldn't have been mad at it. There are
Yeah.
some songs that I wouldn't mind them being, a little longer than the sort of standard. That's one of them.
Yeah, I agree. I really liked that one. I just needed a little more. Come on
Mhm.
now. Just a
Mhm.
bit. But
Yep,
yeah,
I
no,
I agree.
I enjoyed I felt like cuz it's still, how some groups when they do something they try to switch to like, or if they try and do like something a little different stylistically, or they like try to
Mhm.
move to another style or another genre or something like that,
Mhm.
right? And it sounds like something else entirely. They
Yeah.
still sounded like them.
Yes, that
Yeah.
is something about Tomorrow by Together that I forever love. That
Hmm. They stay
they
consistent.
they are consistently, you hear them and you can recognize it's Tomorrow by Together. And I feel like a lot of groups are like that, and then at some point it does start to change because I think especially when you're doing a lot,
Right.
then it can be like easy to lose that. Tomorrow by Together, I feel like has done a really good job of consistently being able to walk that line really well because they aren't doing too much per se, that there's still enough space there for all of the other things they're doing to also still work on the album and make it sound the way they want. And it reflects right down to the way they do their logo differently every time, right? Like, but it's
Hmm.
still them and still immediately recognizable. And it's just all of those little touches that go into their albums and their music and their work that are so indicative of Tomorrow by Together, like that they're just really strong in that.
Hmm. I agree. I agree.
And just I feel like a couple, not honorable mentions, but just to hit some of the other ones, like Bed of Thorns, I thought was a solid start to it.
Hmm.
Like it kind of caught me in, and I was like, oh, okay, okay.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
I'm here with you. I got it. I like, you get a
I see
really
it.
good sense of the rest of what you're gonna get. Like, okay, I see the
Yes.
vision. I see the
That's
vision.
the vision.
And in that same turn, what is it? Dream of Mine was a solid ending to it. Like I
Yeah.
felt like I went on a little
A
walk, and we
story, an
had like it.
adventure. Yes.
Yes. And it tied everything up really nicely. And it was like a weird, I don't always feel that about albums or even with Tomorrow by Together albums, but like it felt Like, it was maybe intentional, I don't know, but the way everything was kind of positioned in the album felt very nice to me, and it made my brain
Right.
kind of happy.
And I do think it was intentional because I looked at something interesting, right? But essentially, so a little blurb from their website says, and I because I was curious about the title itself because it's a
Mm,
long title, right?
yeah,
Seventh
it
year,
is
a
because it
moment of
was for
stillness in the
their
thorns,
anniversary thing,
right?
right? Yeah.
Yeah. And so but I wanted to know, like, okay, well, yeah, I want to dissect this title a little bit. What all are we exactly, what are we trying to convey here? What are we
Mm-hmm.
talking about, right? And how does it relate to the songs on the album? So
Mm.
the title Seventh Year encapsulates the time the members have spent together, while Thorns serves as a metaphor for the uncertainty and emotional turbulence they have faced along the way since debut. A moment of stillness in the Thorns represents a brief pause, an introspective moment of calm amid continuous movement and pressure. Standing at the threshold of a new chapter, the five members now take a step back to reflect on where they are now. And yeah, that's what the album felt like.
Yeah, I remember seeing that ahead of time too.
I
I think
did
on one of
not.
the posts or something. Oh yeah, well because I don't follow Tomorrow by Together like closely or anything, but they are all over one of the pages on one of my accounts. I fuck if I know one of the social media things. Because like I said, I've been listening to them for years and I just love their music. So when
Mm-hmm.
it was being maybe it was Instagram, like when things were being teased, I was following all of that closer than I usually follow them. So I did see them posting some of those, which I forgot until you said it just now. But I do remember reading that. And it makes sense because I think you're right. It definitely is reflected. That's sometimes they put those out, and I'm like, I didn't really hear it. I didn't really
Yeah.
hear the vision.
Sometimes it's
That's
just
not
word
how I felt.
vomit.
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes they're just trying to promote it. That is
Yeah.
not how I felt with Tomorrow by Togethers, and usually they hit the nail on the head pretty good.
Hmm.
They speak with their chests when they do their stuff, and I love that very
They
much so.
always have. And it's definitely something I appreciate about them.
Especially given the fact that they're not young per se, especially not in the industry or anything, and they've been around and doing this for a while, but that they're still and or not still, but like have consistently been and are still always as true to. Because I feel like I'm like obviously there's been growth and development and change and all the things, and we've gone on our adventure over the last 7 years, right? But they just still always sound like them somehow,
Hmm. They do. They do.
whatever that them is. But yeah, but love them. I just love them all so much. That's not like the one group that like I just love all of them because realistically, if I like a group, and I don't listen to like a ton of K-pop groups specifically, so usually when I do like a group, I like everyone. I just love I don't have a bias in that group or anything. I just love them.
Which is totally
It
fair
just
because they're all insanely
yeah.
lovable.
They just are. They just are. Them all so much for different reasons. But that's a whole rabbit hole I could go down on another day in time cuz don't get me started. Move on to the next one.
Yeah, let's move on
Move on to the next one.
to a
A
very,
group that I really could talk about forever.
oh Lord, but we can't. We can't. But we could.
We can't.
We could.
Maybe for the next album drop. We're gonna try and keep it short. We gotta try and keep it short. We have
Yes.
returned, guys, to our babies. Plave.
Play. It was so good.
It was so good. This might be the one I actually don't have any critiques on.
I have no critiques. I
I
have
actually
no
don't have
notes.
I
Not a
have nothing.
goddamn one. And I have
Not a
critiques for
one.
everything,
Yeah,
but nothing.
yeah, yeah, you do with me. No, I'm just kidding. But we usually do have something to say. I have nothing to say, like critique wise, or that I felt different. I enjoyed every last one of those motherfucking songs.
I was on the floor in tears, dead. On the first song, on Blossom Parade, I was dead. I
Uh
was
huh.
like, "Buh." It was, it was, I was not expecting a cappella. I was not expecting it. And they
It
just
was
whipped that out of nowhere, smack, smack.
it was giving.
Listen to
I
our
wasn't even
song.
paying attention to the acapella part because, like, I know their vocals and I know they could if they wanted to whip that up. That's fine. Not that I was expecting it, but it was like, yeah, okay, sure, I can roll with that. I wasn't expecting the like quartet vibe that it was giving.
Oh,
Like,
it was
it was
so,
like
so good.
I was so unprepared for it to just be like giving me 50s quartet or whatever, like barbershop quartet. It was so good though. Like never in my life that I think I was going to be vibing. It was beautiful. I have no notes. Excellent
I hope they
vocals
do it
as
again.
per usual. Do it again. Give me more. I need to hear it live. I would love to hear Blossom Parade live.
God, I would die. That would be it. That'd be the final day of my life.
Look, that's a good way to go out, is all I'm
It
saying.
is. Doing what you love, listening to Blossom Parade.
I would be fine with that. And because they released the sort of like single with Soul, Soul, right? Soul.
Mm-hmm.
So it's yeah. I should have these all memorized. I don't, guys. Names of songs and features sometimes escape me. I should have written these things down. But anyways, but they did this. They released that single ahead of time, so I already had like big expectations just because it's play and I love, love, love. But after hearing that song, I was like, oh, this is the single. This is the single. And we're starting high. Like, okay,
That's what I'm
bet.
saying. Like we're already
Because it
starting off
was
strong with like a
started off
music
so strong.
industry like OG.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
bro, this is wild.
It was crazy choice. And I was like, oh, okay, okay, it's fine. But I like how you sometimes on an album, when the songs are so different, it feels very jarring, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Not all the time, but like sometimes these sound so different. Never once did I question why they were all on the same album.
Nope. Not one time.
um,
I just
cause
listened
like,
happily.
which
It
one?
didn't feel jarring.
No, it didn't feel jarring at all. I didn't feel like I was wanting anything. I didn't feel like I was confused about anything. Um, and I was just thoroughly satisfied. Like it was Lunar Hearts maybe that had this weird like not weird, but like sort of early 2000s y, I don't know, R&B pop mix, but I don't even know how to describe it.
Mm-hmm.
It just made me feel lighter. I don't know.
No, I feel that though. I feel like everything, every song on this album, this whole, well, EP, everything made me feel lighter. Everything made me feel happier. After every song, I was in a better mood.
Yeah, I was. I was just in a better mood after all of the things. And I don't know. I don't know. I was I was expecting it to be really good, but part of that was just because I wanted it to be. Because I was like, oh, we're getting Kaliko part two. Part two is coming. Like I was just
Right.
hyped already, and they just topped my expectations for it. If we're
Mm-hmm.
being honest, it felt. Mm, I guess maybe a good way to describe it is to pull back to our earlier conversation with Monsta X. They hit almost always that uniqueness to each of their songs,
They
just
do.
individually, that I enjoy all of them and I enjoy all of them differently, but to the same level. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. No, I get that entirely. There's just I don't know what they've just like hacked songwriting or something. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know what it is, but
Mm-hmm.
they
Mm-hmm.
can't fail.
They can't.
They have not failed. I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say
No,
that.
you can't. You shouldn't say should. Take it back. Take it back. Take
I take it back. I take it back. They haven't
it back.
failed me yet. That's
They
what I'll
haven't failed
say.
me yet.
Yeah.
And I don't know if this is like a thing with the virtual idols because Kiss Cross also has not failed me yet. I haven't heard a
Right.
Kiss Cross song and I've been upset about it. And if there's something about like being able to go on your merry way on a day to day that you can just like focus on your music
Mm-hmm.
rather than like how you look and like all of these other things, right?
Right.
That allows them to just put out banger after banger. But like I've never been upset with Kiss Cross. I've never been upset with Plave. And I mean these strictly as like the virtual idols where we've got people behind them, not it's not the other
Right.
stuff.
Not the weird AI stuff. No, not that.
Not the
Not
weird
that.
stuff. Yeah, yeah. No, 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 no. I'm talking about the people. Because they have not failed. You're right. They haven't failed me yet. And I love them for it. And that's to say nothing of the lore, which can we talk about Born Savage in the music video? Please, 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 please tell me you watched it.
Yes.
I, I just, because, look, I need to take my glasses off for this because, putting, putting the music video out, right, is the part two. It had to come, right? Like, when we put Dash out, obviously we had to have a follow up. We had part
Exactly.
one, so obviously we had to
We've
have a
been
follow
waiting.
up. We've been waiting. And Dash already set the bar so high. So high. The bar is fucking out of sight, right? With Dash alone. Born Savage took the lore to, I don't want to say a place that I like wasn't expecting, but like the next level.
It
Like
did.
it,
Literally.
it took it literally because if you're following the lore, which if you guys heard our episode, you know we do, and we broke it down for you, and got a few corrections on a couple things because of course we were new to Plave then, or newer to Plave, new to the Plave lore then we should say. And so if you follow that, then you know exactly what's happening in the music video, right? Like they don't give it to you on a silver platter, right? You still have to like do the work and put all the pieces together from all of the different things. That's what makes play unique, right? And interactive. But it's not open-ended like some of these groups like, oh, well we have lore, but it's not quite lore. It's not really. It's like guessing. Like maybe there's a concept, but there's no definitive stuff, right? Like it's just people with,
Right.
here's my idea.
Yeah.
The music video, it gave me everything I wanted from the story for the lore. Like everything that I wasn't anticipating things, but it gave me, it just scratched all of the itches that I had, both as a storyteller and a consumer with of the story. Like it just made me happy on so many levels.
Like watching them like manifest
Mm-hmm.
these like cool new powers, these cool new techniques and stuff. I was like, what?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like it
Mm-hmm.
was so cool. Uh, fucking now we have Legolas instead of Noah.
Which was so good,
So
so good.
cool.
I don't know who decided to give that man a bow, but they need a raise.
They're a genius.
Yesterday, I don't know who decided that we needed a D&D party in K-pop, but they also need a
Yes.
raise because
Wizard Yejun, Rogue
it was
Bambi,
so
like
good. Rogue
it was
Bambi,
so good.
excellent. It was just excellent. That shield going up was everything to me.
I had to stop. Well, I was already like stopped staring at the screen, like, what? And then as soon as that
Yes.
happened, I was stopped staring even more. I think I stopped breathing for a little bit. I
I
had to
think I
remind
stood up at
myself.
one point. I like sat up. I was like, wait a second.
Like
I was like, oh,
I need a Plave movie, a Plave video game, a
I need a
Plave
game. I need a play
something.
game. A
Yeah,
play game win. Play game win. I
that would
need.
be so much fun.
We need play D&D parties. Somebody give those men some dice for the next live, please.
Yes. Make
I
them
would
play
watch that.
D&D.
Make them play D&D. I would pay to listen to that. Realistic. I would give them some money to listen. I don't even care if part of it's in Korean or not. Just subtitle that bitch up. Let's go. I don't care. Just let me see it. Let me have.
And then also watching Dash and Born Savage back to back.
Which I
It
did.
feels so seamless. It feels
Which
so
I did.
seamless.
Yes, because I watched Born Savage, and then I was like, okay, now I have to go back and watch Dash,
Uh-huh.
and then I watched Dash, and then I immediately
Yep.
went back and watched Born Savage.
Yeah. That's
It just
exactly
cycled
what I
back
did
and
too.
forth. Yeah.
I was like, oh, this makes my day. This makes my year. It's a good year now.
It's
It's a good year
it's a good
because
year.
of this.
Yeah. This is all I needed in life, truly. Right now, with everything else going on, all I needed was Plave. Who knew?
Who knew? Plave knew. And that's why they brought us more. Thank you, Plave.
Plave knew. Thank you, my loves. Please continue to bring more and more because it was
Never been
just
more happy to be a
excellent.
fan of anyone. It was.
Never
It
been
was.
more happy. I've never been just more satisfied by an album drop. Well, maybe not never, but right now, in this moment, for this set of music updates.
Definitely, definitely.
So I have no notes on Plave. I just had to sing their praises because it was that whole album was just worth everything. And truly, I don't collect albums. I buy the ones that I enjoy with my heart and soul. I need that one.
I
I
do
need
too.
a
Yeah.
Plave album. They're so hard to find.
So hard to find. And for what?
I don't know. I
Why?
don't.
I
It
can
makes me
find
sad.
anybody else before I can find
Yeah.
Plave, and it makes me so angry. I'm gonna have to order them, I
Yeah.
guess. I don't know.
I may have to. I may have to break down, which I don't mind doing. But I want to go and support the business and do like I want to do the
Right.
thing.
It's like if I can
And
do
go
that,
and,
I'd prefer to do that.
yes, yes. I mean, like, I
Unless
don't
it's like
mind.
Walmart.
Yeah, and then
It's
fuck
just
that.
small
But like,
businesses. Yeah.
yeah. Because some people do like the Walmart and Target to get the exclusives, and I understand that, I guess, if you're somebody who wants to, collect all the things, like I get it. But that's the only time I will allow the endorsing.
Yeah.
um,
But yeah, that was, I
it's
think, all I
Plave.
had on Plave.
That is all I had. It was just nothing but singing their praises. Could do that forever.
Singing their praises. Absolutely. Oh
Singing their
my God.
praises. Need more. I can't get enough. Noah better not change his hairstyle anytime soon, and I think that's my last note.
If it ever gets short, we'll have a
I'll
problem.
cry. I will sob.
I'll
It'll
still
be
support,
fine.
but
I'll
I
be
will
okay.
cry.
I was.
Yeah.
It's kind of like how I mourned Hyunjin's hair for like half a second. It was like, oh, that was sad, but
Yeah.
also, num num num, wonderful, fine.
Yes.
Love, continue on. Yeah. Anyways, so I think that was everything. So we move on to our next one.
Yes.
Um,
Move on to the next.
yes, which is, um, I believe we're gonna talk about the debut of a new band. So we didn't do a full episode on them for you guys, just because brand new debut. They just debuted here in April, first album. And so there's really not a lot to tell you guys about them. So we're gonna do a full episode, but we're gonna do a quick kind of walkthrough, really quickly, of Hertz Wave. Is the name of the band. They are a five member band. I think that's about all there is to that, I guess. They formed like literally like the end of December. We're talking like 23rd, 25th, like right before Christmas, the end of December. So haven't even been around that long. Debuted the April 8th, with the first mini album, The First Wave. And they were like the finalists of the survival show, I guess, Steel Heart Club. I don't really know anything about it, didn't watch it. All we really know about them so far is that the band music is just their sort of, I don't want to say concept, but I guess kind of, is just the music supposed to just reflect youth, which, gotta say, they hit the nail on the head on that. Album. So their name, Hertz Wave, Hertz, if you guys don't know, is kind of like the frequency, the sound frequency, and same thing with the wave, the dot wave portion is supposed to be like the unprocessed, high quality sound and waves and all the good things. Which vibe, I think they also hit the nail on the head with that. Excellent sounds. Real quick breakdown of them for you guys. 5 members, like I said, starting with the keyboardist, Youngjun, who was previously in, I think it was like a sort of a duo thing, from like 2024 to 2025 or something, and like briefly had, I think there was like one album maybe, I don't know, didn't dig into that. So he had a little bit of experience with writing and composing because he did all of the tracks on that debut album. So that was his first songwriting experience. So he's able to carry that over. So that's kind of cool. Then we have our vocalist, Rian, I think is his just stage name, who was a trainee at SM Entertainment for a couple years, which just a little interesting note. And then after that, he just debuted as a soloist, and had a single. So he already had a little bit of music experience there. And of course, they've all had, training and all of the things. Then we have Dane, who is the bassist. And honestly plays like a ton of instruments, like obviously bass, but also guitar, keyboard, drum, synthesizer. He's here for the music, and truly love that for him. And then we get into the 2 Japanese members. So you have Keiten, the guitarist, and I think that's how it's pronounced. If it's not, sorry guys, I don't really know. He was kind of interesting to me because he learned how to play guitar through YouTube videos and lessons and stuff, which I feel like is really popular for people who play guitar to just like learn via the YouTube. I've known a lot of people who've done that, but I think he's only been playing since like 2023 or something. I don't like what I saw. What I was able to find was like, oh, since 2023 he's played the guitar, and that was kind of crazy to me because guys, that's 3 years, and technically 2 when he did a whole survival show. Like, I hope there was more time learning, because otherwise that just makes me feel really like
He just buckled down and mastered it. He
right.
was a
My hope is
natural.
that's what it means, is he just like devoted himself to guitar starting then, and before he like knew, but that wasn't his like, instrument of choice. That's my hope. And then finally we have our drummer, Hagiwa, who, that is the stage name. It's the character name, really. He was a, really just a, influencer, I think. Oh, not influencer. That's a terrible word for it. It's a social media artist, I guess. Like he has the mask and the hat, beanie he usually wears. So his face, his identity is kind of always covered up. And so, of course, his birth name, his age, these are all unknown things, which, fine, we love that. And his original mask was inspired by the Poppy Playtime game, so I think that gave him a little bit of, like, maybe the influencer thing. Anyways, doesn't matter. Fun note about him, though, he's like 5'3", which kind of makes me smile because usually when we see, like, the idols and stuff where they're all still massive. Like,
Never
wow,
seen an
somebody
idol
closer
my
to my
height
height.
before.
Yeah, like wow, somebody shorter than me. Wow. So that makes me happy. But yes, so there's just sort of quick general breakdown. Obviously, if you guys want more details about each of them, which I highly recommend you go check them out because they're lots of fun. Go watch their TikToks and figure out all the little ins and outs of them. They're fun to watch. But we're gonna talk about the album real quick. Their debut album, The First Wave. How did you feel?
I really enjoyed it. It was great.
No
I listened to
notes.
it more than once. Not really. It was just nice
I'll
to
take
listen
it.
to.
I'll take it. I'll take it. I
Yeah.
like that. Because for me, I was actually one of the people who was a fan of Hagiwa prior to the group being formed. So I was already kind of following him, and I know there's a lot of people who found, or not found the band, because obviously he kind of stopped his profile and is only promoting with the band at the moment. So a lot of people came from being fans of just him to, oh, band, yes. So I was really excited for it from the start because I knew how talented he was. So my hope was that everybody else was going to be bringing the same level of passion. And they didn't disappoint me. I was very excited to have just, I think, a nice little solid debut album. And the vocals, I think, excellent, but also just really matched the lyrics. You know, like, how do I explain it? I don't know. It fits. Like sometimes with the lyrics and the vocals, like they don't quite match, and I don't know how to explain that.
No, I get that for sure. I definitely understand what you're trying to say. Like, I couldn't explain it any better than you can, but I know
Yeah,
exactly what you're talking about.
you know it
Yeah,
when you hear it. Yeah.
exactly. You know it when you hear it.
Yeah. And it fit, it matched. Like what I was listening to and the way I was hearing it just matched so well for me personally. And I was just really happy to be hearing it. And I really don't think I have any sort of I don't know. My only critique with the entire thing is that I've only seen promotion for 19, and I get it, and it's a good song. I would love to see some promotion or just some videos or something with the other songs as a sound, just one of them, because they're just so good. I would love to see some of the other ones. I looked into the lyrics of several of them, and they're good songs. I mean, the meanings as well and that emotion with them, I really I liked. Which one was it? I was obsessed with the vocals on most of them. I think it was I Am So Fine that I had looked up the
Mm.
lyrics and it was just like this great meaning, but it was like a sort of really nice like it gave me like this is a song that I'd be like all of the windows in my car down, blasting, like yelling along to the, not singing it, but like yelling along to the lyrics type vibe, just by yourself, really just feeling it. That's the vibe I had with it. And it made me very happy.
I remember reading the title of that one for the first time, and I was like, "Oh, I'm so
Yeah,
fine. Psh, I'm so
it's so
fine."
fine.
I was like, "Okay, yeah." And then I listened to the song, and I was like, "That's not what they were talking about."
Not what they were talking about.
Very different song. My expectations were not there, not in the right direction.
It was very different. Yeah, it's very different than, because I felt the same way. I was like, it gives you one. It does a little switcheroo. It gives you the old switcheroo with it.
It certainly does.
You feel it's switcheroo, but in a good way. In a good way for me. Um, Out of My Mind, I liked because I just thought it was a cute way to express this like you're stuck in my mind like crush vibe, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But it also I like that it imagines the other party's feelings as well a as a concept. Sometimes you don't, not sometimes, a lot of the times with songs, I feel like you don't get that like how do I explain it? Like you just get the this is how I feel and I'm putting all of this out there and this is just me 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 me. And when you
Mm-hmm.
do get that other point of view, it's kind of weird sometimes, you know?
Yeah.
It's like a little ooh.
It's like, are you sure about that?
Right. I'm like, I don't like maybe we shouldn't just be putting I don't know, words in people's mouth.
Yeah,
Like
let's not put
something's
words in people's mouths. Maybe
yeah,
you should
something's
ask.
weird.
How about that?
Right, exactly. But this I thought was just like a cute, it really did reflect the being young and feeling like that again that like crush, but being also like really not paranoid of like oh but how do you feel? But like I don't know. I thought that's how I felt about it because of course I went and looked at all the
Right.
lyrics and I was like okay, that's what it gave me and I was like okay, yeah, I get it. I do think it's hitting the young, the youth. I'm feeling the youth.
Yeah, okay, Grandpa. Let's get you
Right,
back to bed.
right. But that's how I felt though. Like it just captured that sentiment instead of being just
Right.
weird about it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't necessarily think I have a favorite, but I think Close to Me right now is probably the one that's
Mm.
kind of been stuck in my head a little bit. So I think I'll probably leave it there. Close to Me, not for any reason that I can explain, but I think they were all good. I
They
just
were
really
all good.
liked the vibe. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have no notes really. Those were the only things I really wanted to say. Um, if you guys listen to the album, enjoy the album, go look at the lyrics for the songs because they're all pretty solid. They're all just good. So, yeah, that's me.
Yeah. Cool. Um, all right. Well, I think that about
Uh,
sums it up. That wraps it up, right?
yeah, I think that wraps everything up. That's the new music for now. Definitely there's some more stuff coming out in April though, and we'll have some other stuff we'll bring to you guys another update later, but that's it for now. Go listen to the music. Go watch Plave.
Go
Go
watch
see our
Play.
D&D boys.
That's the lesson this week's
That's the
takeaway. Go
takeaway.
watch Play.
Yeah, go watch Plave. That's all that needs to be said, really. Yeah.
But thank you so much, everybody, for listening, subscribing, hitting that like button, because I know everyone that listened to this did, right? You all did that, right?
You did. You must have.
They did? They must have. Oh, yeah. No,
You
totally.
better have.
Totally.
You made it this
They
far.
wouldn't.
Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, no,
Wouldn't
they
do
wouldn't do
that.
us like that. wouldn't do us
No.
dirty like that. No, 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 no. Follow us on our socials, Instagram, TikTok, all the fun things. And every Wednesday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we do stream over here on YouTube. Or if you're not on YouTube right now, over over here on YouTube. That's where we do it. So you'll have to come over here if you want to see that.
Well,
Appreciate you.
come see.
Come see, come see, come watch us play games and talk about
Yes.
fun things. Mostly right now, play games. We're playing
Mostly games right
a
now.
dating
Yes.
sim right now. So if you like
Come
dating
watch us
sims, come
date.
watch us. Come watch us
Yes.
date.
If you like
Um,
cozy dating sims specifically, this is
yeah.
a cozy dating sim. If you want the drama, well, there was a little drama last time, so it's yeah,
There was
just
a
come
little
if you like
drama.
dating. Yes.
Yeah.
Um.
Thank you for listening, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.